All right, today I'm going to briefly go over the first assignment in your project, which is collecting information. You need to think of this assignment as collecting the books in the library that you're going to use to write your chapter. Right now, all you're going to be doing is finding the places online where you can find good, reputable information about your chosen topic. For each of the following boxes, you're going to do your best to find answers to the question. But again, we're only looking for the resources. I don't want you to type answers into this based on your own knowledge or anything that you see online. I don't want you to try to write complete sentences or take notes here. All you're doing is finding the source. So for example, if your chosen topic is the Black Lives Matter movement, then the first box prompts you to find an answer to the question, when did the event you are investigating occur? Or if you're investigating a person, what event makes them important to 2020? So if you're investigating Black Lives Matter movement, you're going to go Google Black Lives Movement, and you'll see this is already started to populate. So Black Lives Matter movement timeline, that's definitely something that I'm looking for. And then I'm going to look through the Google results and see if I can find a reputable source. So cosmopolitan.com, that's a fashion magazine. Though they do have some good writers there, but I could probably find a better source than that. So I'm going to keep going. Wikipedia is a great source for facts and times and figures. It is not a good source for research. I do not want to see a single Wikipedia URL in this assignment. So if you have already selected a Wikipedia URL, replace it with another one, because I'm not going to give you credit for that. Okay. Now, the library law at Howard University. Let's see. Howard University. Universities are pretty reputable sources of information. So I think that's going to be a good one. I'm going to briefly click on the link. I'm going to look to see what this page is offering. It looks like it's offering a brief overview of the Black Lives Matter movement, and that's also offering additional resources. So this page could definitely come in handy when I'm writing my paper. So I'm going to copy that link, and I'm going to paste it into this box. Now, each box needs 3 links. So I'm going to go back to Google, and I'm going to run a search again, but I'm going to change it up a little bit. I don't want to run the same search because it's just going to give me the same results. So I'm going to do Black Lives Matter protests. Okay, so here's some top stories. Here's one from the Washington Post, the New York Times. Those are both reputable newspapers. So I'm going to read the headline and the byline. So the headline is this part right here. This summer's Black Lives Matter protesters were overwhelmingly peaceful, our research finds. Police and counter-protesters sometimes started violence is the byline. That means that there was, okay. So this article is not really going to answer my question about when did it start, but this could be a good article for my details section. So I'm going to copy and paste it into the next box, which is what are some of the details of the event. So I still need 2 more links for this box, 2 more links for this box, and complete the links for these boxes. Again, this portion of the project, this assignment, is about collecting the materials so that you can write your paper. Make sure your materials are coming from reputable sources. Make sure you're copying the entire URL. Make sure you're not using Wikipedia.